스웨덴은 디트로이트에서 열린 브라질과의 경기에서 팽팽한 대결을 펼쳤다. 조 수위를 결정하는 중요한 경기였다. 사우디아라비아의 이변이 끝났다. 스웨덴이 3대1로 승리한 경기에서 케넷 안데르슨은 그의 명성에 한 골을 추가했다. 만회를 위해선 직접적인 공격이 필요했다. 안데르슨은 정확한 위치에 골을 집어넣었다. 닐슨의 공을 보고 골키퍼가 움직이자 안데르슨이 이때를 놓치지 않은 것이다. 종료 5분을 남겨놓고 안데르슨이 네 번째 골을 성공시키면서 경기는 다시 원점으로 돌아왔다. 경기 종료 며칠 전 안데르슨은 다시 기회를 잡았다. 하지만 이번엔 골키퍼에게 가로막히고 말았다. 2대2. 결국 승부차기로 승패를 안데르슨이 나섰다. 성공.
Place in the World Cup final. Both sides have changed strips. The Brazilians, who never somehow look quite so imposing as I've said before. 6 footers there. Brilliant. Was stolen in there. And then they just slipped for a moment at the start of the second half and in stole Romario, and it finished 1-1. Here's Jorginho, that wonderful right back of Bayern Munich. So a free kick then for Sweden. Curled in and allowed to go a long way at all the box because they do have so many big men. Not least Kennet Andersson, 6'4", and Ingersson at 6'3". But actually looking at the statistics, 13 of Sweden's squad of 22 are 6 foot or over. I mean, physically they must be the biggest squad in this World Cup. I suspect there are plenty of people watching this now saying, yeah, but the game should also be played on the ground. That ball will fly through this Californian air. And stopped by Turn, who dug in when he really needed to. Has gone over Aldair's head. Kennet Andersson chasing, Martin Dahlin in the middle. Ingersson coming in there as well. He tried to lift one just beyond the defender there for Ingersson. Young on the far side. Kennet Andersson, no, there's a foul and a free kick to Brazil. The Swedish Senior too. Romario with a little touch there. Trying to find Kennet Andersson, succeeds in doing so. Got a flag up for offside on the far side. Up goes Kennet Andersson.
Nothing sticking though, Brian, with the front two, no. Darling or Andersson at the moment.
Mario Turn doing a tremendous job at the back for Sweden. Gets it away, and here's Brolin.
You don't you? They're both taking a lot of flack and stick in the
area this afternoon. Gets away from Dunga, stretches out and finds Kennet Andersson. The cross comes in towards him, the pace up a little bit there. Kennet Andersson as well. Brazilian falling all over him, but Andersson keeps possession. Big, strong man. And somehow gets a toe round. Goes Kennet Andersson again, and Dahlin was trying to creep in behind Aldair, but the number 13 gets it away. Andersson cutting that one out. Brolin just touching it on. Gets there first, and I think Jung just caught him. Oh, he's got a yellow card, man to handle, but I gather in this World Cup he's been very much still 0-0 though. They get it away up to Zinho. Here's Ingersson, that's Ingersson. Kennet Andersson, vicious ball. It was one he had to play, but it was always going to make the Brazilian defender favourite. Ingersson playing it on, Dahlin. Silva got there. And a hefty left foot away. Kennet Andersson chested down by him to Ingersson. Turn.
When if if you were him in goal, you'd be thinking, where's the next attack going to come from? They're coming from all angles. It's Branco at one side, Jorginho on the other, then two.
Very well there, but overhit his cross.
They have a problem though, Brian, when either of the strikers comes out on this.
Firm. Brolin with a little overhead. Not forward this time to Kennet Andersson. But Darling's going to have to backtrack and lose it to Al. Just imagine if the Swedes could pop one in.
Yeah, from a game.
Time added on at the end of the first 45 minutes, and Sweden really running at the defence, but his pass was such a poor one, it falls very tamely to Jorginho. Scored a terrific goal against Brazil. In the touch, a little chest down to Jorginho. You're saying that Young with it. Goes Mills.
You know, the Brazilians have this great ability to do it.
Darlene really hasn't been in the first half, rather. And now the Swedes taking a little bit of heart as Brolin plays it long, but not good enough for Kennet Andersson. They were saying in these parts, the game ain't over until it's over. The Swedes are still there at 0-0. Jorginho. Turn. It's up to Zinho. Going wide. Upturn. And in a trice with the outside of the left boot. The perfect ball there for Jorginho. Bebeto. Jorginho just dinking it in towards Rai. Who certainly adds some height to that those front areas now for Brazil.
But I think the only thing, whether there's some sort of suggestion that they'll try and push the game higher up the park.
Turn. There's some space now for Brolin down this right flank. Here's his cross, a deep one. Aldair Brolin to Darlene. And suddenly Kennet Andersson. And Brolin. And the danger hasn't gone away. Aldair and Ingersson gets it away, first time to Kennet Andersson. A long ball, Darlene chasing, it's 1 against 1. But the Brazilians there first are any good. Huge of Sweden that they may have been outclassed, but maybe it's still their day. Marcio Silva up to Dunga. Played in again for Andersson. Darlene was right up there, but it was a pretty forlorn appeal against Bjorklund. Little turn of pace there by Kennet Andersson. Still got Darlene, who's doing well here.
No, I mean the best performance I've seen was the one of Prudhome's against Holland.
Without a doubt. Played in towards Kennedy challenge. It was a balmy challenge, knowing the way referees are here, knowing the way this particular referee, as I
right up front, it's caused Bebeto most of the while to go out and play towards the right wing, and they've actually now got 2 players or 3 players in the same space through, which is their strength. He's tossed a few in, and he's tossed a few in very badly.
Has been this evening.
On his own, they've gone 4 across the middle of the field, 1 up on his own. He's got the donkey job now. He's just got to run about and hope some.
The Swedes were waiting. Kennet Andersson relieved from temper.
What Brazil have got to try and do, after the team that's been depleted has gone on to do very well.
That's right. Here's Dunga. Off here. Little skipping run of his and a little pass there for Dunga.
Sort of bloke as well, you get the impression would be a hell of a good bloke.
Right, bundled off the ball. Sweden get possession. Thomas Brolin. Now they're having a go. 3 up, but there are 4 or 5 getting back. Mr. Brolin. Oh, and it just played it too firmly for.
But you still didn't get the impression that Branco had the belief to run beyond it.
Ren going in there, charging with a. Andersson. ball taken. Dunga with a header. Don't this write Sweden off yet though. It's but the prospect of Brazil against Italy is really a mouth-watering one. Long ball forwards. Well done. Paulo Silva. Free kick given to Kennet Andersson, not happy with that decision.
I don't blame him either.
I think
it's a Swedish throw actually. It's come off the back of Mauro Silva.
Yeah. And I think Mauro Silva injured himself actually in falling. I don't think it was apart from the hitting it long. Again, the Brazilians. Normal time. Free kick. Wow. A free kick to Sweden. And we know what happened when they played Romania.
Ironically enough, you know, Brian, I didn't think it was a free kick. Watching that, it may be